some church kids rebel and become the younger brother. But perhaps a lot of us that have done well, we've got our university degree, we've got our professional job, we're living in a good house, we're kind of fairly self-made, and we've got everything together. Perhaps we're more likely to be those who are like the older brother. And what we need to realize is we can be just as lost in religion as older brothers as the younger brother is lost in rebellion. And so I want to share those examples of self-righteousness. I want to share of, my deep sense, like, Dom, I've got this tension between I'm pretty passionate about justice and I want to work for justice. But I think I can probably easily end up putting myself in the position of judge and not allowing God to be the God of justice. Yes, fight for justice, particularly for the sake of others, for the sake of the vulnerable, for the sake of the marginalized. Absolutely, happy to fight for it. But perhaps when I feel I've been unjustly treated and unjustly dealt with, like a strong sense of injustice in that moment, that some of it's absolutely right. Like what's happening in my heart, what bitterness is kind of flowing out from it in that moment. And so, if I'm giving a talk on Luke 15, I want the rebels to know they can come home, and I want the religious to know that if they stay in their religiosity, they're just as lost as the younger brother when he's off at the disco with all the ladies. And there's the good news of the gospel. And, the good news of Luke 15, we don't know what the older brother does by the very end of it, but we know that he's still got the invitation from the Father. Come and join the banquet, come and join the feast, come and join the celebration. The home is open, you're welcome back. And so the good news of the gospel is that the cross of Christ calls both rebels and religious to come home and find redemption through his mercy, through his death, through his resurrection.